What's up, Unicorn Nation? Max Fin here, back with another affiliate marketing training video. In a recent video I did, I talked about the advertorial funnel we run for Onnit, it's on over $10 million in commissions, and why it worked, broke it down, walked you through it. It got such positive feedback. A lot of people messaging me and commenting saying, hey, can you do more of these? Can you share more funnels and landers that work for affiliates? And so I said, sure, of course I can. And so that's what we're doing in today's video. I have pulled up over here two landers, two funnels that are a little different, but really very similar. And that's why I'm doing them in the same video, not breaking them out into two different videos. And essentially what they are reviews and comparisons. So we're going to look at two examples, one comparison lander, one review lander. I'm going to walk you through what they're doing, why it works, what's so good about it, what are some of the drawbacks of it, what type of offers you should run it for, and all that good stuff. But as always, before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell so you get all my videos. If you've been following me for a bit, you know that I've been putting out a lot more content, a lot of free value, and I have no plan on stopping there. I'm going to keep ramping it up this year. So if you don't want to miss a video, hit that little button and make sure you get all of them. So let's dive in here. We're going to share the screen. I'm going to walk you through some examples, and we're going to jam a bit. So the first one is a comparison funnel, comparison landing page for affiliate offers. And the example you see here is for mattresses, but really you're going to see these for just about every offer you could think of. Any market that has a lot of affiliate offers is probably going to have advertisers that are running, these types of things. Publishers have basically created this type of content, and they're doing it as an affiliate marketer. So what's interesting is if you just go to Google, and I found this one by simply going to Google and searching best mattresses. But really, if you typed best anything, any product that's a popular product category, you're going to find the top Google results are going to be this type of thing. So you see right here, if I search mattress reviews or best mattresses or mattress comparisons, whatever that keyword is, these are all going to be basically people that are affiliates that have created this type of funnel because it's very effective. And then they're running Google search ads, driving traffic to it. So let's go back to the one that I clicked. Now, what they're doing here is essentially saying, hey, here's the top best mattresses of the year. And they're ranking them. They're giving them, a star ranking, a number ranking. They're breaking down, what are some of the core benefits, why they worked. They link to a full review there. Let me click out of that. A full review that you can go to. So you can go through this whole list there. You'll see their top choice. Then they'll have usually content down here that breaks down like how to choose a mattress. What's the difference between, memory foam and latex and pillow top and firmness and, final words and how do we come to this, decision and continue the recommendation there. All this good stuff. The goal here for this individual who is running this business is running this, is to make this feel as organic and as natural as possible. Make it feel as unsalesy and unad-like. And that was kind of what we talked about last video about the advertorial. The reason the advertorial works so well is because it is very, very similar to a common editorial you would see. So if you're just going to, Business Insider or going to CNET or going to BuzzFeed or going to New York Times or whatever it might be, any media company, you're going to see content written as an editorial, as an op-ed or something. And same thing with this. These types of comparisons, these types of lists are very, very popular and have been popular for a long time on the internet on media companies. So you go to a blog, a media site, you're going to see a lot of stuff like this. And so as a consumer, when you land on this page, this doesn't come off as I'm trying to sell you something. This doesn't come off as this is blatantly an ad, buy my thing, right? So this comes off as let me help you. Right. And that's the first thing. It's getting their guard down and saying, let me help you with this choice. Choosing a mattress is really tough. So we've done the work for you. We've actually reviewed every mattress and we've tested every mattress. And we put together a list, not just of the top 1, top 3, top 5, but the top 10. And we've also told you why this one's the best, why this one's number 2, why this one's number 10, all the details. So it's value, right? Value first. It's not salesy. And that's great for marketing because people then are more receptive to what you're saying here. And they're, easier to sell when their defenses aren't up. We talk a lot about that in previous videos is how do I make sure that person's radar isn't pinging and their defenses aren't up? Because when that happens, it's much harder to sell them because they're constantly looking for what's your angle? What's your thing here? Like, are you trying to trick me? Are you trying to do this? Just trying to sell me. You don't care about me. This is able to kind of overcome that. So again, you'll see here, again, at the top, it's very clear. Hey, this is an ad. Here's our disclosure. So you want to make sure you do that when you run things like this. You need to make sure you're disclosing, and the same thing on the advertorial I showed you last video. This is an ad, right? It's not just content. So you want to make sure you're being transparent and upfront about that, not burying that in the footer. That's really important here. So that's a comparison. And then if I click through here, I could read a full review, and you can also drive traffic direct to the full review. So here's one in the finance market. So this is bestmoney.com. Here's, if I was on the previous page, this is essentially a list of kind of the best personal lenders of 2023. And some of these sites are actually get pretty advanced. So some of these people are doing, very, very big volume. This is a big business for them. And so they have pretty robust, kind of websites and landing pages and technology. I'm not saying you have to go do any of this, but like you can come in here and actually search for loan purpose and loan amount, annual income and credit score. So there's a lot of kind of tech that goes into this as well that adds some features. But you can do this at a basic level without needing all the bells and whistles by simply just, building a list like this. So again, they have a list here of the top 10 lenders, and then you can click directly into editorial reviews of each one of these products. But again, this page, when I land on this, like this feels like a very, very good content site, a media property. This feels just like I would be on any other kind of finance blog out there, or media blog, or kind of money management, money saving blog that I would find out there. So I'm much more likely to take what they say, not with a grain of salt, but actually trust it, which is unlike what you get when you send ads, send traffic to a sales page, right? So we'll go through back to this review. Now, again, on the review page, it is, very, very content focused. This is very value focused. It's not just sell, sell, sell. This is, hey, here's a review. Here's the guy that wrote the review. Here's the date he wrote it. Here's how long it takes to read. Here's the pros. Here's the cons. This is also important. Make sure if you're doing these things, you're not just like glowing 5-star. There's no cons. There's no negatives. You need to make it feel legitimate, because if you go to CNET or any of these places that review stuff, like even if it's the best product in the world, they find cons, right? Nothing's perfect. So you want to make sure you have both pros and cons. That you're not giving like a perfect 5 out of 5, right? It's got to be, 4.8, 4.7, 4.9. And so this is like a detailed review here. And so from a traffic standpoint, you could drive traffic either to the list, or you could drive traffic direct to the review for either of these ones. So these are the two landing pages, 2 funnel types there. Now, what I really like also about these types of funnels and landing pages is that from a traffic standpoint, from an ad standpoint, performance is so much better. At least when it comes to kind of the top line metrics, things like click-through rate and CPMs. Because think about it. If you're scrolling through your feed and you see an ad promoting a direct product, you know that this is clearly the business promoting their product. They're clearly biased and clearly subjective. Whereas if you see an ad that's from an authority site page and it's talking about the top 10 mattresses or the top 10 lending services and going to that, that's content. That's value. People want to read that stuff. People that are in the market for that want to see comparisons. They want to read reviews, right? That's part of the discovery process. So you get substantially higher click-through rates when you drive traffic to things like this from authority third-party pages. So instead of running from, the credible business page, you're running from the best money page, right? So again, just that adds a lot of legitimacy to it and increases click-through rates and also decreases CPMs, and the numbers get a lot better. So from an ad standpoint, I love this because it just makes your front end numbers really, really good. You can get a lot more traffic to these sites for a lot cheaper. What I also really like about doing things like this is it allows you to continually rotate in better and better offers with better payouts that convert better, right? So if you're driving to just one product, you got to hope that that product works, that landing page works, the offer works, right? That business doesn't screw you over, that they continue to give you the best payout, right? You put a lot of dependency, a lot of eggs in that basket. With this approach, if a brand basically or an offer owner says, hey, we don't want to run this anymore, we don't want any more affiliates, we're capping you, we want to decrease CPA, whatever it might be, or maybe just bombs, doesn't work anymore, you can just pull it and replace it with another offer that's just as good or better. And even on this, like, even if that doesn't happen, you can also just see this list of 10 mattresses, this list of 10 loans, this list of 10 nootropics, whatever it might be. You'll start seeing which one's getting the most clicks, which one's converting the highest. And then when you start seeing those numbers, now you can start rearranging the order, because typically you're going to get 1, 2, and the final one on any listicle, any list are going to get the most clicks, the most engagement. So, hey, maybe your 3 or 4 is actually crushing it. You want to move that to the number 1 slot. Move the number 1 slot down. Maybe your number 6 is, totally bombing. Well, you move it down a little bit, right? So you can kind of continue to move and optimize offers to maximize your EPC, your earnings per click on these funnels. So there's a lot of benefits, a lot of reasons why I like these review and these comparison landing pages, these funnels, because again, part of the strategy is how can we build something that feels like value, that feels like content, that feels like this is not a in-your-face ad. And the last benefit to doing things like this is you're building a property, you're building an asset, right? So you look at this bestmoney.com site, like they are driving lots of affiliate revenue, lots of affiliate traffic, but they're not just sending traffic from Facebook to Credible or Facebook to LendingTree or Facebook to Bankrate, right? They're sending traffic from Facebook to Best Money. They're building the Best Money brand. They're building the Best Money domain. They're building the Best Money list because they have areas you can get, ebooks and guides and you can opt into things. So they're building an asset that, hey, they could sell one day down the road, even to one of these big banks. They might want to buy this traffic source, right? So there's a lot of exit potential for these types of properties. So there's an additional kind of hidden ROI in doing it this way. So there you have it. Another affiliate funnel breakdown. As always, guys, if you enjoy these videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get all my videos, and let me know in the comments what stuff you want me covering in coming videos. Do you want more affiliate marketing stuff? Do you want more TikTok stuff? What do you want me to cover? Let me know in the comments, and I'll add it to my shooting list later. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, I was going to hire Sarah McLachlan to do this read instead and play some really sad music behind it to really guilt you into subscribing to my channel, but she was booked and I couldn't afford her. Rates are ridiculous. So anyway, you got me. So if you want more content, if you want to see more videos, you want more marketing and business tips and advice and all that good stuff, or just you want to show some support, hit the subscribe button here. It's floating around on the screen somewhere. And if you want to watch more content from me, there's also another floating box somewhere on the screen with another video that YouTube and their really, really smart algorithm thinks you'll like. Check it out. I know you'll love it. And I'll see you in the next video.